Hey there everybody, how you doing? It's me, your boy here. Of course, there's no way to know until the update actually releases, but I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that Minecraft 1.17 is going to be one of the biggest and one of the best updates of all time. Snapshots have been happening for roughly like 3-4 months, and there are just so many features. Big feature means small feature gets overshadowed, until today. Today, small feature is the shadow. Yeah, something like that, whatever that means. If you liked today's video, remember to leave a like. Today, we're going to take a look at 10 small features coming in Minecraft 1.17. 10 small 1.17 changes as of 21W088. Change number 1. This jungle right here, check it out. So it's good looking. The jungle is actually one of my favorite Minecraft biomes. In 1.17, the jungle gets a small change, but definitely a change. This change is going to make the jungle feel even more jungly. Now the change that's happening is actually right in front of us. So check out this beach. The beach is new, but what's on the beach is definitely new. Before Minecraft 1.17, there were a lot of vines in the jungle. After 1.17, there will be even more vines in the jungle. If you have a flat open surface in the jungle, you should now see vines generating on it. I mean, check this out. All over the place, all over the beach, it's very obvious. The vines are everywhere. But this won't only be happening on the beaches. If you have like a big hill or a mountain, kind of like this over here, you'll find vines generating randomly on there too. Over time, these vines are going to fill in, and basically everything will be covered with vines. If you like vines, like me, that's good news. Minecarts have always been this sort of strange feature to me. Like, they've been in the game for a long time, but I just honestly feel like there isn't too much to them. 1.17 changes it all, kind of. In 1.17, rails will now be able to place under the water, and flowing water will no longer break rails. This is amazing. Rails that can be waterlogged, the water can flow next to them. It's a game changer. If you work with rails and you do any kind of like item collection system or anything with rails near water, it's always been a nightmare. The other cool thing about this, powered rails and every single other type of rail will work just fine under the water too. They can go down, they can go up, they can turn, they can do everything that normal rail lines can. Minecarts will also behave normally in these rails. You can put things inside of those minecarts, send them under the water, and then I guess just put them under the water. Same with hopper minecarts and every other type of minecart. This will make anything involving rail lines and water so much easier or even possible. Underwater item collection system, easy. Underwater rail line, for sure. Pre 1.17, Java Edition cauldrons were lacking, seriously lacking, like basically pointless. Cauldron, put the water inside of it, take the water out for potion brewing, but it's just easier to get the water from the water source. Yeah, cauldrons were not very good. 1.17 changes the game though. Java Edition cauldrons get at least a little bit better because this bedrock feature makes its way over to Java. Lava cauldron right there, and actually powder snow cauldron too. Now these lava cauldrons will have lava in it, and they give off a light level so they can melt things like ice, but thankfully what they can't do is catch things on fire. You could put things like leaves next to these cauldrons, and fire, it won't actually spread. You could put this in your house and maybe just have a pit of lava, because why not? Maybe a trash can? Skeleton, powder snow. Now we're gonna have to give the skeleton some time. In 1.17, strays will actually now be able to be created, and at least as of this snapshot, when you create these strays by converting skeletons with powder snow, you'll actually get stray drops. This means in 1.17 a stray farm, it's achievable, and super easy to do too. Basically, all you're going to need to do is set up a skeleton spawner farm, have some powder snow next to the sticky pistons or something like that so you can push it out, retract it back, and then drop the skeletons into the powder snow. Now, you won't want to keep the stray in the powder snow forever because for some reason, they still seem to freeze, which makes no sense, but you take the stray out, and this is indeed a real stray. You can actually get stray drops. Arrows of slowness, a whole lot easier to farm. Nobody likes the Wandering Trader. The Wandering Trader is bad. Everybody likes Small Drip Leaf. Unfortunately, this amazing feature is being combined with the worst feature in the game in 1.17. Check this out. In 1.17, Wandering Traders will have at least one new trade. That trade, Small Drip Leaf. Check that out. That price, it's absolutely spicy. A must buy. 1 emerald for 2 of these things? That's crazy. Remember that you'll be able to turn the small decorational Small Drip Leaf plant into the functional drip leaf plant by bone mealing it. This definitely won't be the best way to get this stuff though. Lush caves for sure, remember those things. Don't buy these from the traders. The traders deserve one thing. If you use the elytra, you've definitely, most likely crafted rockets before. Before this update, for whatever reason, rockets actually weren't in the recipe book. You had to place the items into the crafting table to craft rockets. 1.17, adds them into the recipe book finally. The recipe that you'll find in the crafting book now is for a flight duration 1 rocket. If you want flight duration 2 or 3, you'll still have to craft those manually, but at least there's something in the recipe book finally. It always drove me like so crazy. The cake is trash, it's pointless, but if you're celebrating, maybe it has like a small purpose. In 1.17, celebrations get even better because candle cake. Candle cake is now a thing. Candles can be placed in cakes, any color candle will work, and these candles, once placed in the cake, can actually be lit too. I'm not too sure exactly what you could use this thing for. Maybe a brand new, inefficient light source? I don't know. It's a thing though. Path blocks are a pretty nice looking block. Before 1.17, get some grass, use a shovel on the grass, and then boom, path block. But if you've ever been building in an area, waiting for dirt to turn to grass so you can make paths, you know, that could be really painful. Well, 1.17 changes the game entirely. Check this out, finally, Minecraft 1.17 will allow you to make path blocks on things that actually aren't grass blocks. So, coarse dirt right here, podzol, and mycelium, as well as just plain old dirt, you can actually turn all of these blocks into path blocks without having to wait for these things to turn over to grass now. That is crazy. That is like the best quality of life change in the world. I feel like every time I'm doing a build, I end up just waiting around after the build to wait for everything to turn over. It doesn't have to be like that anymore. I'm so excited about this change. It's a small one, but it's amazing. And honestly, why wasn't this a thing before? Like seriously, it only makes sense. I'm so excited for this one. This change was definitely super easy to miss because it happened in the Grimstone snapshot, and the Grimstone snapshot, it was all about Grimstone. But check this out. This is Blackstone right now after Grimstone. Alright, now this was Blackstone before. Minecraft 1.17 changes Blackstone's texture a little bit. It's a small change, but it's definitely a change. Before, after. I think this new change actually makes Blackstone a little bit easier to build with. Copper is a brand new ore coming to Minecraft in 1.17. It's definitely a gigantic thing. The small change here is one way that you can get this stuff. Of course, you can find it under the ground and mine it, or if you're lucky, you could actually get this stuff from Drowned. Before this update, Drowned had the chance to drop gold. After this update, Drowned now have the chance to drop copper instead. Now, this isn't going to be a very common thing, but it can happen. Check that out right there. There's copper. To increase your chances, definitely go with a looting 3 sword. This definitely isn't going to be the best way to get copper, but if you have a Drowned farm set up, it's definitely going to at least be an option. Check that out. A second copper ingot. That's sweet. So if you're playing in a world right now that you plan on upgrading once 1.17 drops, build a Drowned farm and make it really good. Like really efficient, because it'll become a copper farm in the new update, which is amazing. With that Drowned change though, that's going to do it for the 10 changes in today's video. Minecraft 1.17. It's a gigantic update. There are so many big changes, and there will probably be even more small changes. If you'd like to see a part 2, leave a like on this video. In the future, once there are more small changes, I could make that part 2. If you play Minecraft and you aren't subscribed, I'm sorry for your loss. You could change that right now though. Thanks for watching, everybody. All of my links down in the description. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Adios, amigos.